Hello to everyone, and welcome to today's virtual event covering updates to Cisco collaboration certifications. My name is Tanner Swift, and I'll be your host for today's session. I'm excited to introduce a few wonderful speakers for you today, but before I hand the mic over to our presenters, we have a few housekeeping items to cover about this presentation. Today's virtual event will be recorded and made available on demand after the live session, and the playback will also be available on YouTube for rewatch as well. We will provide you with some further details at the end of today's event on that. Also, we'd love to hear from you during today's presentation. During the session, if you have any questions for our presenters, you can submit them via the audience Q&A section via Slido. We will answer your questions live or during the Q&A portion of today's event. You'll see some QR codes sprinkled throughout today's session where you can participate for that Q&A, so be on the lookout for those, as well as a survey near the end of today's session for you to provide some feedback for us. Currently, there is a poll question up at the moment. Let us know where you are tuning in from today. We'd love to hear from you. We'll do our best to get to all the questions that we can, and if not, please feel free to come talk to us on the Cisco Learning Network. So without further ado, I would like to kick things off by welcoming Communications Portfolio Manager Mubashir Nawaz, who is delighted to begin the discussions with you about these collaboration changes. Mubashir, incredibly happy to have you with us today. Right over to you.
Thank you, Tanner. Hello, everyone. It's really nice to be back here with all you guys. My name is Mubashir Nawaz, and I work as the Cisco Certification Portfolio Manager. In short, my team takes care of the whole life cycle of Cisco certifications from entry to expert level. Let me start with some key trends uh, in the collaboration space. Organizations these days are now embracing hybrid work as the standard approach. This shift is supported by collaboration tools and networks that enable both synchronous and asynchronous ways of working. Hybrid first and asynchronous collaboration models allow teams to work effectively regardless of their location or time zone. In addition, there is a growing movement towards unified collaboration platforms in organizations. These platforms integrate key services like messaging, video, document sharing, presence, and device management into a single solution. This convergence streamlines communication and enhances productivity by bringing new and all collaboration tools together. In addition to that, in these days, AI is increasingly being integrated into collaboration tools and networks. This enables advanced features such as live transcription, automated meeting summaries, and intelligent task assignments. AI also helps optimize network traffic, making collaboration more seamless and efficient for users. Collaboration is no longer confined to an office space. Workforces are more distributed and device usage is on the rise. As a result, networks now need to support collaboration through the cloud and provide secure access at the edge. Ensuring resilient connectivity is essential to keep teams productive, no matter where they are working from or which device they are using. There's a growing emphasis on well being and personalization in collaboration technologies these days. Today's tools are designed to create engaging and inclusive experience for all users. They adapt to individual work styles, helping to support both productivity and employee well being. With this, we have introduced new collaboration core and specialist certification, expanding beyond what was previously available. These certifications now provide broader coverage, addressing cloud, on prem, and hybrid collaboration technologies. As experienced IT professionals, you now have the opportunity to validate your expertise in today's modern collaboration solutions. Employers are looking for specialized knowledge, and these certifications help you demonstrate exactly that. A key highlight is the new cloud collaboration customer experience specialization, which focuses on managing WebEx contact center technologies. This specialization is designed to showcase the skills organizations need to enhance both collaboration and customer engagement. Altogether, these updates ensure you are equipped to design, deploy, and support the collaboration solutions needed for today and the future. So, with this, what are some of the major updates to these certifications? So, we are introducing, as I said earlier, a new collaboration specialist certification focusing on cloud customer experience. It's going to be available starting February 3rd, 2026. There are major updates that are coming to several existing exams like CL Core, CLACC, and CLHCT exams. The updated versions, version 2.0, will be released on February 3rd, 2026. If you are someone who is in the process of preparing for these exams, the last date to test the current versions of these exams is going to be February 2nd, 2026. Beginning February 3rd, 2026, candidates will need to take the new or the updated exams on the collaboration space. The CL Auto and CLIC exam will reach end of life on February 2nd, 2026. So if you are someone preparing for these exams, I highly recommend doing it before that date and will no longer be available after that date. Now, after this summary, now I would like to invite my esteemed colleague Scott Hunt to tell us in detail what has changed in each certification and update us on the associated trainings. Scott?
Good morning, everyone. Glad to be here. I'm Scott Hunt. I am the Cisco Learn with Cisco certifications and learning product manager. And as Mubashir said, I'm going to piggyback off a lot of what he said, but go into a little bit more detail with what has changed. So the first one is our core, CL Core technologies. And as Mubashir said, since the dynamics are shifting in the workforce to be more cloud focused, so to speak, but that doesn't mean that we need to forget about on-prem. On-prem is a thing of the past. That is absolutely not true. I've designed the CL Core, which is the basic entry level for CCNP collaboration exam and training that one would need to take to get started in there. And it's also the qualification exam for the CCIE collaboration. You'll hear more about that in just a little bit. So CL Core has now shifted from being 95% on-prem to being about 50% on-prem, 50% cloud, which will give you the basics of what you need to do, the foundation, so to speak, to pursue either what path you wanted to go. Do you want to be an on-prem person? Great. We have a training and an exam coming live February 3rd for on-prem. If you want to do cloud only, wonderful. We have a training for that, the CLHCT. If you are someone who just needs the basics, foundational of on-prem or cloud, but you're a contact center administrator or someone like that for WebEx Contact Center, then our specialist exam for CCE is something you need to do. So these are the blueprints that I'm going to go through. I'm not going to go through everything in there, but some things have been moved and shifted around to other courses, so to speak. For example, some of the Edge stuff that was in CLCEI is now moved over to CL Core, and then more WebEx has been added to CL Core than was in the previous version of CL Core. Okay, our next is going to be the Advanced Call Control on Premises. This was our CLACCM exam, but it's now more focused towards advanced call routing. We do more advanced SIP troubleshooting in there. We'd still do UCME and SIP SRST in there. And this is more focused on just straight on-prem things. So if you're on the on-prem path, this is the course that you would like to take. I do want to backtrack. One question I have been asked about the CL Core exam. Someone has asked me, I'm getting ready to take the exam. Should I stop doing what I'm doing? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Continue your study, but I do suggest going to these blueprints, especially for CL Core, and look at what has been added in there. And it's going to be cloud-based. And I would start focusing on that stuff if you're getting ready for the exam. Our next one is the CLHCT, which are hybrid and cloud technologies. And this is the one if you're on the cloud path. This is what you want to focus on. So CL Core and HCT, if you take those exams and pass that, you have your CCNP collaboration and that, but your focus is on hybrid cloud technologies. And this is all 100% hybrid cloud. So you might have a little bit of on-prem integration with cloud in there, but most of it is based on Control Hub and WebEx and anything doing with calling on the cloud side other than WebEx Contact Center, of course. And then last but not least, we do have our Cisco Collaboration Customer Experience, and this is brand new, and we're excited about it. I hope you guys are excited as well. But it covers telephony and call routing, and then the tenant configuration and reporting, digital channels, which is something that is exciting, and then advanced features in AI. Again, WebEx is one of our most advanced AI featured products that we have, and we're very excited to bring this to you, this training. That being said, I would like to hand over to my colleague Kashif about CCIE collaboration.
Thank you, Scott. Good morning, everyone. So today I'm going to present one of the changes in the new CCIE exam. So we did an announcement 3 months back that we are upgrading our versions. And basically, so from November 26th, we're going to be launching the new exam. So November 25th will be the last date where you're going to be appearing for the CCIE 3.1 exam at this point from both DES and DO perspective, right? Moving on from November 26th, we're going to be launching the new DO module of the exam as well as design module of the exam as well with the new versions. So let's look at what has changed in the new exam. So what we have done is we have done software upgrades to Call Manager, Unity Connection, SMEs, Expressways. We have also upgraded the CSR 8KV to 17.12, right? We have decommissioned all the IM and P servers from all the sites, and we have replaced them with WebEx app. So that what that means is that all the messaging now is going to be on the WebEx cloud itself, right? We have the new do form integrated with WebEx calling. So all of you guys are going to get admin capabilities to the control hub where you can provision the SIP trunks, the local gateways and all that within the exam itself. We are also releasing 2 new design forms as well on November 26th. So for that's going to be complementary to the new do module at this point. And last but not least, we're going to be releasing practice labs for CCIE collaboration. And those are going to be also released on November 26th. So a lot coming your way in terms of preparation for the CCIE exam. So let's look at the versions, right? I always get asked this question. So what are we upgrading? What components are we going to get upgraded to? So we're going to be presented with the global available cloud, and that's going to be always updated. We have, again, upgraded the Call Manager, SME, Unity Connection, Expressways as well. Nothing else has changed except for the cube, right? So the cube is also upgraded in the new form, so that to leverage the new feature sets that we're going to be asking in the exam. So from a blueprint perspective, nothing has changed, right? The weightage and the topics are all same because those topics have already been included in the past. But I would like to emphasize more now on the APIs, the security protocols. So that is something to focus on when you're preparing for the new exam. And in domain 2, from infrastructure QS perspective, I would like to emphasize more on the troubleshooting at the control hub using the analytics. So that's where I would say that you need to focus your preparation on those topics. Coming to call control and dial plan, again, you need to know how to provision a dial plan on the WebEx control hub. You need to be able to provision the feature sets on the WebEx calling. So it's all going to be integrated with on-prem, like Scott said. So we're going to have the flavor of on-prem, hybrid, and cloud all in this one exam, right? So with respect to that, make sure that you study the topics assigned in each domain, right? With that, so look out for the WebEx, the keywords WebEx, and anything with from a WebEx availability gateway, and all those are something that's going to be added in the new exam. In domain 4, from an endpoint and user management perspective, again, you'll be asked to register the WebEx app to the cloud, right? And you'll be also going to be asked around questions around analytics and how to troubleshoot them, right? So this is just some guidance on the new do module for you guys. On the edge services, not much has changed, but again, we are focusing more on the cloud PSTN side, right? So you're going to be asking for you to migrate a site and then connect that site to the cloud via the SIP trunk. So the topics around the PSTN for the WebEx calling will be asked as well. So pay attention to that. More concentrate on the premise-based PSTN WebEx calling as well. What are the different what's the difference between registration-based local gateway and certificate-based local gateway as well? So these are the important topics that you should focus on before preparing for the new exam, right? Moving on to the domain 6, not much has changed here. So I wouldn't worry about, I mean, this is pretty much the same things, but video mesh is something that you need to focus on at this point. Domain 7, again, not much change over here as well, but we have added a focus on WebEx Content Center as well. So these questions can be asked around in the design and then in the do as well, right? So these are the topics that you should be focusing on in the exam. And I would also like to emphasize that I'm going to be giving a very detailed session just on the CCIE collaboration on December 11. So stay tuned for that. And we can share the links for you to join the session if you're interested to understand more about the practice labs and the design and do forms. Thank you. Over back to you, Tanner.
Kashif, thanks so much. Really appreciate it. To all three of our presenters today. We have reached the Q&A portion of today's event, so we'll go ahead and take some time for some questions now and kind of dive into some of these collaboration updates. Just a reminder, if you do have a question, you can use the Q&A section via Slido. You can use the QR code on your screen if you would like to participate. If we can't get to your question today, no worries. Feel free to come over to the Cisco Learning Network and talk to us. We have a wonderful community of certified individuals who will assist you in your learning journey. So this is actually a question I would like to get answers from all three of you. Mubashir, I will start with you. Can you start as to what conversations take place when big updates like these happen? Do you listen to feedback from candidates? And what is your overall goal when you go to implement changes to a certification portfolio?
That's a great question, Tanner. So in Cisco, we have a whole life cycle management for our certification program. So whenever we do any major changes like this, we always listen to our customers. Number one, we want to make sure that we address all their concerns. We want to make sure we discuss these things with industry leaders. We want to discuss this with employers who are hiring these candidates. We also want to make sure that we listen and look at all the changes in the technology that is happening around us. So while we were working towards this collaboration update, we went through this life cycle of our Cisco certifications, where we looked at all these different things that people are telling us that needs to be part of it. For example, we need to focus on cloud. We need to focus on on-prem. We cannot leave the on-prem alone if we are focusing on cloud. We need to make sure hybrid is included. So all these components were considered when we were doing the updates to the collaboration exam. And as part of the life cycle of these exams, when candidates appear in the exam, they have an opportunity to give feedback. So if they don't see anything, or if they have anything to provide us feedback on during the examination, they can click on that feedback button on the question and send it back to us. And I can guarantee somebody will look at it and they will take action on that one. So as a holistic approach, we approach our certifications and we make sure that all the different things that need to make these exams healthy and to make them relevant to our customers, we update these exams with all that feedback.
Scott, can you add to some of your experience when it comes to these changes and implementing these changes?
Yeah, absolutely. As Mubashir said, number one, we listen to the customer first. We see what they like about our current certifications, and also, what else do they need? What do they need in order to be successful in their roles with what they're doing? And when we first start doing this, we're all doing a lot of networking, a lot of talking, and then when the plan is kind of developed, we all get together and say, is this a good idea? This is what we're hearing out here. Do you agree? Do you not agree? And some things are changed around. Some things made to fit. You can't just add something into a certification just because one or two people want to do it. So we actually huddle around a lot to decide, is this the right path? Is this what our customers need? Is this what they want? Is this an industry trend? Is this something that is going to be good for our customers and Cisco as a whole? And we all get together and we build the training based off of the certification exam itself and what's in there, so that our customers are more are better prepared to be successful. In the industry and in the field, and B, on the exam itself. When I say customers, I mean anybody who buys our products, our CCSIs, any of our learners, anybody who wants to get better and learn a cool and exciting new technology. And again, I know I keep saying it, but I'm excited about this change because collaboration has not changed in quite a while, and we're excited about the future.
Kashif, can you also speak to that same question from the expert level side of things?
Yes, sure. So basically, yes. I mean, I've been also asked a lot of these times, like the migration is what was much needed, but from a expert level exam and implementation, giving hands-on and on the WebEx and Control Hub, that was a little bit challenging, but we made it through, and it's just like everybody said, it's the feedback from the customers, the industry trend, and just driving the change that we need to bring to our certification portfolio, right, as a whole. So yeah, really excited about that, and we have released a lot of new stuff for people to prepare for our exam as well, and yeah.
Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get to this question from Matthew. I already have my CCNP collaboration and it's valid until 2028. I already passed CLCOR and the CLICA, but how do these changes affect me?
It won't. When your recert comes up, you'll just recert the same way that you generally would. You'll just take it any one of our exams, and that'll recert you.
Easy enough. Easy enough. Scott, I'm going to stay right with you just for a quick second because this is a common question that we can get. And if you have no release dates as of now, that's totally fine as well. If you want to check out some of these updates, you can study using the exam topics. But what potential study methods, Cisco U options do I have to familiarize myself with these changes?
Sure. Right now, again, like I said before, CL Core, we did again add 50% of cloud to it. So, that's still valid on there, but we are coming out with new training for each one of these offerings. However, I'm not at liberty to release dates, but I will say for CL Core, stay tuned, coming soon. So, and another thing for the web stuff, a good place to start, especially if you're brand new to WebEx, is WebEx Academy. They are a good source to go and get and learn. In some places, in some of their courses, get your hands dirty in some of the labs and start learning about WebEx. But again, Control Hub is going to be the main thing that you really want to focus on for that.
I do want to dive in back to some of these changes, and Mubashir, I'll go to you for this one. Why should CERT candidates care about these changes? Are hiring managers asking for a lot of these skills? Why should I care?
Exactly, Tanner. So when we talk to hiring managers and employers who are looking for these candidates with these skills, these are the changes that they are looking in those candidates. These are the things that they want these collaboration candidates to know about. As I said earlier in the presentation, that collaboration is moving. It's not only on-prem where you're sitting with your own stuff in your own enterprise or an office. People are working in cloud right now. They have hybrid connections. They have people sitting in remote offices or in their homes working on things. So they need all these different kind of collaboration skills that they need to have in their arsenal as they go around. And for our collaboration candidates, all these changes have now been incorporated into Cisco certifications, both at professional and at the expert level. So if you go through this program, you will learn about how to manage it in the cloud, how to manage it in the on-prem, how to manage it in a hybrid environment, and how to connect all these different users together. So that's why if you are somebody who's looking to excel in the collaboration field, who's looking to do these certifications in collaboration field, Cisco certifications now offer you all these skills. So you certify yourself, you can prove your expertise and your professional certifications that you can show when you're going for a job interview. So that's why we had to make we made all these changes collaborations to make sure that our candidates have those skills that are needed in the industry right now.
Thank you so much, Mubashir. Let's see here. Our next question, Kashif, I'm going to come to you for this one. What are the recommended resources for preparing for this CCIE exam, and how can I increase my chances of passing on the first attempt?
Great question, guys. So I'm going to be releasing a blog very soon as well to give you some insight around the preparation resources, some labbing strategies. But the best bet right now is, first of all, look at the practice labs when they're released. Right, if you are really very close to your CCIE at this point preparation, I've been approached by a lot of people from the community right now. When is practice labs going to get launched, and how can I use it, right? So we have it's called Bring Your Own Lab, right? So first of all, I would go look at the learning metrics. I would focus on some of the Cisco Live presentations around the WebEx calling, right? And then go ahead and book those practice lab sessions to practice the do module in there, right? And just stay tuned. Look at the blog, reach out to me in the community page as well. And on December 11th, I'm going to give more details to you guys around, what the insight around the design module as well as the do module.
Great. Thanks so much, Kashif. Really appreciate it. This one, I'll also get some answers for everybody here before we kind of get to the end of our session here. Mubashir, I'll start with you, then to Scott and Kashif. Can you talk about what next steps for candidates might be, or anything that you would like to leave with our attendees today?
So Tanner, my recommendation is to go to Cisco's certification roadmaps page. All these exam topics are there. All the discussions that we had with the updates to different exams and different domains and topics that we have discussed, the things that have changed in the CCI collaboration from software hardware list, all of them are available on the Cisco certification roadmaps page. Kashif highlighted a very important thing. Communities is really, really key for your success in these exams. If you are someone who wants to pass these exams and learn about these technologies, I would highly recommend going to the communities. You will learn a lot of things. Cisco U is a great resource. In addition to the trainings that Scott highlighted will be available on Cisco U, there will be a lot of tutorials. There's a lot of tutorials that our advocates make on this topic, on collaboration and other topics. Most of them are freely available to you. If you want to learn something on that space, please go and look at those tutorials. In the end, remember that Chinese proverb: if you wanna go far, go it with the community. Go with your group of people, and do not go alone. If you wanna go fast, you go alone. Join the communities and make sure you have a group of people around you who are going towards this goal of collaboration certifications.
Scott, is there anything you'd like to leave our attendees with today?
Sure. Just like Mubashir said, we definitely have resources out there, and Kashif brought up a good point earlier. We do for WebEx calling. If that's something you want to get into, learn a little bit more about in the Cisco U, we do have a CLWX call course out there that does cover WebEx calling. So a lot of the training is already there. It's just not packaged in the way we're going to eventually present it, but it's out there. And Mubashir mentioned our tutorials that our technical advocates do for us. These are a lot of little nice little snippets and bite-sized training to where you can pick up exactly what you need when we're out there. And we're constantly coming up and putting those out there. I have some in development right now, and they'll be out there soon. But no, Cisco U is a place to go. Take a look at what we have in our tutorials and in our certification training itself. There's a lot of good information out there. And
really appreciate it. Kashif, I know we'll have a CCIE blog and a CCIE event on collaboration coming from you here shortly, but is there anything else you'd like to leave our attendees with as well?
Yes, feedback. I need the feedback from all the community. As you know, feedback is champion's breakfast. So, right, and we're always looking to improve, guys. We value your feedback to improve the content, the delivery of all these exams, right? And like I said, go to the community page. I'm looking at the discussions. Drop your feedback to me and reach out to me, definitely. And I'll be happy to help all of you guys who are interested on their journey to CCIE.
Thanks so much. Super appreciative of all for making some time today to talk to our community. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Thanks once again to Mubashir, Scott, Kashif, and our producer today, James McDonough, and the whole team for bringing your knowledge to the Cisco community. If you have any additional questions, we'll keep the Q&A panel open on Slido for a couple more minutes and try to answer some of those as best as possible. If not, come on over to the Cisco Learning Network and talk to us about these changes and updates. We'll be happy to provide you with some answers. We'll also ask that you please take a moment in answering some questions on our post-event survey, as it helps us prepare for some future sessions. For even more tutorials, demonstrations, and future webinars, please visit the Cisco Learning Network. You can follow up with any further questions, view resources from today's event and its recording through our post-event discussion thread. Once again, we appreciate everybody for joining us today, and we will see you next time on the Cisco Learning Network.